All right, picture this. A lifeguard that never blinks, never gets tired, and can literally fly. I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, today we're going to dive into how that exact technology, we're talking drones and artificial intelligence, is completely set to revolutionize one of the most critical jobs out there, saving lives by the water. So let's just get right to it. Could a robot, an AI, save your life? It's kind of a wild thought, but as we're about to see, the answer is fast becoming a very, very real yes. But before we get into all the cool tech, we've got to understand the problem. What are the massive challenges that human lifeguards are up against every single day? We have to start with the human limit. Look, even the best, most dedicated lifeguard is still human. I mean, imagine trying to scan a massive shoreline, fighting off total exhaustion after hours in the sun. You're dealing with blinding glare off the water, trying to peer through packed crowds and crashing waves. And then, when you finally spot someone in trouble way out there, it takes precious minutes to physically get to them, minutes where every single second is absolutely critical. It really just boils down to this one simple, undeniable fact. Humans can't be everywhere at once, and it's that fundamental limitation that this new tech is aiming to solve. So this brings us to the solution. And it's not about replacing the heroes on the lifeguard stand, it's about giving them partners. A new set of eyes and a much, much faster response system. Basically, guardians in the sky. Okay, think about it like this. A human lifeguard's vision is limited by where they stand, right? A drone has a perfect, unobstructed bird's-eye view of everything. A person might take minutes to swim to a swimmer in distress. A drone can cover that same distance in mere seconds. And while a human needs a break, a drone can just keep patrolling, continuously, hour after hour. The difference is just night and day. In some cases, these systems can be up to 5 times faster. Now, in a drowning situation, that's not just a small improvement. That's literally the difference between life and death. And listen, we are not talking about your average hobby drones here. These things are sophisticated rescue tools. They use thermal imaging to spot people even in murky water. They can instantly drop a flotation device, buying that person crucial time. They fly automated routes, they can navigate around obstacles, and they can even sync up with smart buoys in the water to get a precise GPS location of an incident. It's the whole shebang. But the drones are really only half the story. The real game changer is the brain behind the whole operation, the AI. And this introduces a concept called predictive safety. So instead of just reacting to emergencies, the AI analyzes a ton of data to predict where they're most likely to happen before they even start. So how does that even work? Well, the AI is constantly tracking swimmer movements, looking for signs of distress. At the same time, it's analyzing all the environmental data, currents, wave patterns, how riptides are forming. It pulls all this info together, predicts the high-risk zones, and then alerts the human lifeguards where they need to focus their attention, letting them step in before a situation ever gets critical. So, with all this incredible tech, what does this mean for the person sitting in the chair? Well, it's creating an entirely new kind of professional, the next-gen lifeguard. Now, the most important thing to get here is that this isn't about replacing people. It's about empowering them. It's about taking a highly skilled human and basically giving them superpowers, allowing one person to effectively watch over an area that might have needed a whole team before. The shift here is pretty profound. The lifeguard of yesterday, they relied on physical stamina and a good pair of binoculars. The lifeguard of tomorrow, though, commands a fleet of drones and analyzes data from an AI dashboard. Their role is evolving from just being a physical rescuer to being a strategic manager of an entire intelligent safety network. And the results? Well, they really speak for themselves. When you combine that human intuition with AI precision, every single key safety metric just improves dramatically. We're seeing way more emergencies prevented in the first place, victims are located much faster, and the overall response time is just way, way better. It's a complete upgrade to how we approach water safety. But of course, like any powerful new technology, this raises some really big questions. As we look to the future, we have to navigate some pretty complex ethical and practical waters. No pun intended. First and foremost, accountability. I mean, think about it. If a fully autonomous drone makes a split-second decision during a rescue and that decision turns out to be wrong, who's responsible? The person who programmed it? The lifeguard who deployed it? That's a huge question we have to answer as these systems get smarter. And then, you knew this was coming, right? Privacy. Having constant monitoring of public beaches means more cameras, more sensors, and just huge amounts of data being collected. So how do we balance these incredible safety benefits with the public's right to privacy? Finding that line is going to be key to getting everyone on board. But let's end on the incredible potential here because it's massive. Think about all the dangerous coastlines around the world that just can't afford full-time lifeguard teams. This technology could become a great equalizer in water safety, bringing elite-level rescue tools to communities that need them the most, potentially saving thousands of lives. There's this one idea that I think just perfectly captures this whole transformation. The lifeguard of tomorrow won't just watch the water. They'll command an intelligent safety network. It's that fundamental shift from passive observation to active command. And the wildest part of all this isn't some distant dream. This revolution is happening right now, one drone flight and one AI alert at a time. The future of water safety is already here, and it's smarter, faster, and a whole lot safer than ever before.